So welcome back to Long Dark. This is Gamer Dom, my latest run through on Voyager mode. So I say my latest, what am I talking about? It's my first proper recorded run through on Voyager. I had a pretty quiet day yesterday.
Drink.
Yeah, shut up woman, I'm talking. Pretty quiet day yesterday. We tried to do some things, but the weather just wasn't playing. And so consequently we had to sort of crash early, which was a bit of a bummer. And we're ravenous. Okay, better eat something then. Let's eat some fish. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we haven't really done a huge... Oh, we're too tired. We're not tired enough to sleep. Okay, so we're going to have to pass some time. We've so far survived 8 days in the Long Dark, which is quite an achievement in itself. The weather sounds shit again out there, doesn't it? Sounds absolutely pants. Still, we're refreshed and ready to go, so I guess we're going to have to go and do some exploring. I would like to go and... really like to go back to the Trapper's column. Trapper's column? What am I talking about? Trapper's house where I was before and nearly died coming back from. But to be honest, so far the weather hasn't allowed me to do that. But let's have a stick our heads out the door and see what it's like out here. Oh, it's slow to load up. Come on. It doesn't look great, does it? So look at the temperature. Feels like -16 and it's snowing. But it is still early. See what it's like when we get up the top here. A bit more exposed here. Oh, it doesn't feel like it's a good day. Visibility doesn't look too hot either. -16. Do we try? We wasted a day yesterday. Now, there was a a wolf down here, which stopped me heading this way yesterday. Is he still there? I think he might be. Is that a fox? I keep saying fox. Is that a wolf in the distance there? Entirely sure. It's not. It doesn't seem to be moving, so maybe it's not. You alright, love? You're cold, I know. Yeah. I think we're okay for the moment. Okay, the wolf that there was there seems to have disappeared, so that's good. I'm kind of keen to try and explore the other side of the map a little bit. This is where I was attacked on day 2, wasn't it, down here by a wolf. I want to be ultra careful. Let's just take the temperature again. -16, we're getting cold, we're getting very cold. Got some sticks. It does to you, this game. You get a bit... It's just like you're seeing shadows everywhere. And sticks, of course. I take the dog for a walk and I see sticks and branches and think, ooh, I can pick them up.
Someplace to escape this cold.
Yeah, right, love. At least you don't imagine you're in a video game. Oh, hang on, you are imagining you're in a video game. Okay. I would run to speed up, but I don't want to run into a wolf. Okay, let's give it a bit of a sprint. Got there, awesome rock. Okay. Now, most of the stuff doesn't seem to refresh, apart from the sticks, branches, and bark. That seems to come off. Oh, shut up. Oh, God, just gave me the willies there. Blimey. Yeah, they seem to come off. If there's a storm, you'll find that there's a lot more sticks and whatnot around. A blizzard or whatnot. We're kind of committed now. So yeah, you'll find sticks and stuff after there's been a blizzard, which is kind of nice and, I was going to say historically accurate, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's keep walking this way. We've got a little while before the cold hits us hard. Or harder. Here we are, we're in the right area, that's good. Right, I said before on the last time we were here that I don't think I've ever... Oh, hello, some deer. Is it worth, how many shots have I got left in this rifle? Only 3. There we are. I missed him. Damnation, I'm useless with this gun. Okay. Frick. That's not clever. I'm wasting shells that I really can't afford to do without. Look at him, he's teasing me, saying, come on, think you're hard enough, and another go. Yeah. That one. I'm so tempted to have another go at them, but I can't afford it. Can't afford the shells. How many misses have I made? They're just teasing me. Look at them. They're just teasing me. But we're back at the trapper's farm still, so that's good. Oh, hello. Look at that. If I'd had my gun out. Oh, hello. Didn't have time. It's getting colder by the look of it. There's all our meat that we left outside.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
What's the weather doing out here? -15. We need to get in the warm. We need to warm up a bit. Okay, it's a shame. I thought we could go a little bit further before we... Okay, so there's all our fresh guts that we've picked up. Let's start a fire and get ourselves prepared. If we've got time, we'll go outside again before the sun goes down. Sticks, let's do that. Come on. Is he going to light? Do some water, because we're going to need some water. Melt that down. Has the dual effect of getting us the water that we need and also warming us up. As we're standing by the fire, there goes the hypothermia risk has disappeared, which is what we wanted. Let's boil that water, make it safe. Okay, let's see what our situation is. Let's have a quick look. I think we might need to clean this gun because we missed some bloody obvious shots. Let's improved it a little bit. Let's try a bit more. Lovely squeaky sound. We're up to 32%. Try a bit more. Ooh, squeak. 35%. It's not much of an ability, is it? Okay. Need to eat something because we're hungry. Now, if we were on another mode, eating game, I keep saying fox. Eating wolf food would actually have a potential effect on you, give you parasites. But on Voyager mode, which is what I'm on now, it's not so much of a problem. Oh, I'm there. Computer says no. Okay, so we've drunk a bit. We've got our water down level. Down level? Oh, talk English, Dom, you knobhead. Should we head out? Let's see what we can do. I don't really want to waste all the days, that's the problem. So let's see what we can do. Let's drop some of this stuff because we've got a lot of meat on us and we don't need to carry all of this. It's just going to be too heavy for us. So I'm going to take a risk. I think it's still cold outside. How cold is it? Let's have a look. Oh, it's -9 actually. That's not too bad. Something interesting. It's not just a pile of rocks. Which I suppose is interesting if you like rocks. I think I'm going to need my gun out ready. I think this is getting a bit... Why is my gun not there? But I've only got 2 shells, so I don't really want to use it. What's that down there? That body? I think it is. I don't see birds circling over it. That was a dead I'd like the hide. 15 minutes to do. It's quite a long time. Not much meat on here. Let's harvest what we can. Should never look a gift horse in the mouth. We smell a little bit now. Which is not ideal, if I'm honest. Oh, the weather's changing. Well, if that was a deer there, it's a good sign. Okay, this weather is changing for the worse. I think we're going to have to, that's an hour to chop that down. Let's put a gun away. There can't be any wolves around at the moment because those deer are there and they would run. He said, hoping. The weather is definitely on the turn. What's the temperature now? Oh, it's only -1. -1, what's the time of day? Oh, it's coming towards the second half of the day. Crows sound relatively happy. You can tell what crows sound like. A bit risky. But we're up high, and my experience is that we don't tend to encounter wolves up high so much. Famous last words, isn't it? Oh no, there's a clearing down there. Unnamed pond, okay. Oh, it's a bow. That's useful. And an arrow. Some food. Whetstone. Useful. Dead body. Search him. Nothing. Good sign, there's lots of deer here, which is a very good sign. Oh, no, it's not such a good sign. That is a bear. We do not want to be finding bears. So we're running away. Now the good thing about bears, he said, hoping to goodness is a good thing about bears, they don't tend to pursue you. Where's he gone? Unless you really bother people. Bother them. Bunny rabbit. So unlike the foxes, I keep saying foxes, unlike there's the bear over there, see him? Unlike the bears, oh, talk sense, you idiot. Unlike wolves who pursue you, the bears generally leave you alone, certainly in this mode, unless you get too close or you smell of food. He's following me. That's because I've got food on me. Excuse me, Mr. Bunny Rabbit, I need to get away from the bear. I could just drop the meat. Where's he gone? I can't see him. There's a lot more lich in there. Get out of here.
I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Oh, don't want to be jumping down too far. There's a lot of sticks and stones here. Oh, what am I doing? I sprained my ankle and my wrist. Oh, great. I must have slipped over coming down that hill. Ah, oh, damnation. So, we could look here and see what I've done. It needs painkillers. Painkillers, okay. See these then. Take painkiller. Take painkiller. Okay, so we're back to normal. That's weather's coming in. So you can just sort of slip over. Oh, I've seen some saplings down there. You can just sort of slip over if you're not careful, but it's made worse by coming down hills and things without being really careful about how you come down hills and things. Useful. Saplings are useful for making bows and all sorts of good stuff. So where the hell am I? I really don't know where I am. Not an area I'm familiar with, which is never great when the sun is going down. And I have a bear behind me, definitely. So, rabbit. Where the hell are we? That looks like a interesting direction to head. Should be. Why didn't I map it? Why don't I map it? Idiot. That's why I picked up all that frigging charcoal to map where I am. So, where am I? That's the only problem. Don't tell me where I am. Oh, I'm tired now. Great.
It's hard to think straight.
Oh, we're back at the railway line. Well, that's a bit of luck. Whereabouts are we on the railway line? So there's the derailed train down there. That means our cabin is just down here. We're very tired. Coming towards the end of the day. I think we dodged another bullet. We missed another bullet, that's for sure. Jesus, I've got to get my shooting skills better. Not that I've got any rounds left now. But if I can't do anything with a gun, what chance do I have with a friggin' bow? Oh well. Really, it just shows you shouldn't really take pot shots any distance at these animals. They're just, it's too difficult to control the gun. The gun's heavy. It waggles around in your arms. And as you get tired, your aim gets worse as well. And you really need the practice. And of course it's difficult to practice when there are no rounds left. What food have I got on me? I've got plenty of food on me, including some raw venison. Okay, let's go in. Let's get into the warm. Wasn't the best adventure, but you know, we got away with it. So any adventure where you survive has got to be good, right? That's what I reckon. Let's drop our deer hide, and we'll drop our guts. That sounds all wrong, you know what I mean. And our green maples, we'll drop that. And there we go. Right, let's move the maples and put them over there. Actually, what we could do with them is put them on the work surface. There we go. Let's put it up there. And the deer. Oh no, that's the guts. Put them there. And fresh guts there. What's these maple on? See, they're 80% cured. They're almost done. That pelt is almost done. So we've got 3 deer hides, 1 fox hide. I keep saying fox. What are you talking about, Tom? You know what it is? This terrible story, right? Whoops. Oh look, there we are. Underneath, there's always one you miss. My missus, the good Mrs. Gamer Dom, long suffering as she will say. And there's some more freaking herbal tea under there. She feeds foxes that come outside her house. I think they're vermin, but she feeds them. And so she's obsessed with foxes. She keeps going on about them. There's one of them, would you believe, that actually sits out on our drive in the evening, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that, waiting to be fed. That's that. And he will actually, this fox, I think it's a she fox, will actually allow you to get within about, I don't know, 5 feet of her. Mind you, you're not surprised after a frigging minute, aren't you?
I can barely walk with
Yeah,
this
shut
much
up,
gear.
woman. You're not going to be carrying it for long. There we go. We won't. Oh yeah, you are a bit fat, woman. Yeah. Let's use cattail. Let's use stick. So,
Come on, little fire.
come on, little fire. I don't know whether I mentioned it. Oh, didn't
Okay, that didn't work.
No, it didn't, love. Don't know whether I mentioned it. The reason for keeping all the furs and the guts are that you can craft them into items. So the furs can go, you can make into trousers or coats or boots even. The guts you can use for, oh Jesus,
That didn't work.
God's sake. You can use them for there we go. You can use them for the guts. You can use for making strings, so you can go fishing. You can make them for the strings for bows and arrows and so forth. There's all sorts of things that you make out of these items. So it's not just killing things for the food, although that is also critical. It's also about having things that you can then craft into something that's useful for you. And obviously, if you're wearing, deerskin boots or something, it's going to be much better than something like the trail boots I'm wearing at the moment. So there's a reason for doing it. It's not just, as I say, not just wanton, let's just kill animals for the sake of it, because this is not, and I repeat this again, it is not a shoot 'em up game. It's not, that's not what it's about. Let's just cook that bit of mouldy venison that we found out in the plain. We'll cook up these herbal teas. I think I mentioned before. They use the water that you've got, obviously, but they also help your cooking skill go up, which is a really good, important thing. They also never get spilt, so you can have them in your backpack, which is a bit stupid. I'm sure they'll change that in the game. Remember, this is alpha at the moment. It's not, I need some water. Okay. I don't need that much water. It's getting night time. So I think we've had a relatively productive day this time. We got back to the trapper's cabin without incident. Found some more meat. The banged up beans. Found another skin, which is good. Found another route back to our base, which is also good. Let's cook that. Just about enough time to cook that, and then I think we're going to go to bed and call it a night. Literally. Drinking the herbal tea refreshes you, makes you have a much better rest. So where are we? Let's eat. There's a hot one there. There is. There we go. We'll drink that. You'll see it comes up warmed up and improved rest. The cold beans, the banged up beans have gone cold. Never mind. We'll eat them anyway. Let's eat. Combat rations are useful. We won't eat those. We'll eat some of this venison. And we'll drink some water. There we go. How much far is left? Might just before we close this out, I might just make a little bit more water. Because the water, when the fire, otherwise I'd have to start a new fire, and I don't really want to do that in the morning. Hopefully it's going to be nice weather, we can get the heck out of Dodge and go do some more exploring. I'm thinking of trying to go up to the dam. We'll see how it goes. I think that'll do us. Okay, time for bed. So I don't know how many days, probably 9 or 10 days we've survived now. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. As I said, there'll be people jumping up and down, I'm sure, on their monitors going, you missed this, or you did this wrong, or you did that wrong. If you think so, stick it in the comments down below. I ain't no expert at this game. I'm just really enjoying playing it. I'm enjoying the exploration of it. I'm enjoying just doing the game, right or wrong. I'm getting better at it for sure because I'm lasting longer. But you know, I'm not an expert. I'm not a survival game expert either. But I am enjoying this immensely. So anyway, if you like it, click like. If you want to subscribe, do that too. That would be really welcome. And in the meantime, I will say adieu and good night, and I will see you again very, very soon for another edition of The Long Dark. See you later. Gamer Dom out.